right, let's do this quick, huh? Hey, let's do this quick. Everyone ready here? So 7 months. Okay. So, you guys know what to do. Proud of all you guys. All right. So let's go out and play your ass off. All right. Have fun. Okay. No fear. No nerves. Just go fucking play, boys. After last season's run to the national tournament, I think we ended up going 1-1-1, and we tied Florida Eels, who ended up going to the championship against the Rush, losing 2-1. The guys, we think it's our year. So, I mean, our goal from, the end of last season to this season has been nothing but the national championship. So our mantra's in it to win it.
So the mentality going into this year it's a little different than last year. I'd say last year our big goal was to get to the national tournament. This year it's more of a we're gonna win nationals kind of thing. So it's a little different, a little bit higher goal and something bigger that we have to focus on.
A lot of guys like myself were questioning, is it worth coming back for another year? Should I just go move on, find something else to do? And ultimately talking to some of the other vets, we decided let's 1 year, let's come back, let's do it, let's get it done and get out of here.
I think a lot of guys were maybe on the fence about coming back, and that all kind of gave us a little bit of hunger to come back and want to win it the next year. And that's what we're all doing here. That's our goal every day when we walk into the rink.
The beginning of the season, it was great. It was definitely different from last year because last year, everyone in the locker rooms knew. Nobody knows who each other are, Coming back this year, everyone kind of knew each other. They kind of skated with each other before. Even the new guys, kind of recognized some of them from summer skates. But it was great to kind of have everyone back in the same room again and realize I'm going to be seeing these guys every day for another 7 months.
Our culture is really important to us. In the sense that we're all on the same page, okay? We don't care where anyone here came from. You guys are here for a reason, all right? The reason being you chose us, all right? And at the end of the day, we chose you, okay? We chose you guys too. And the returning guys know this, and they know I'm serious about this. So there's a bond formed already, I think, all right? And that's how the culture, a positive culture begins, I think. So with that, it's a fresh start for everyone, right? It's a fresh start. So tomorrow when we hit the ice, and anyone out there thinking, oh God, I'm not on first line, I'm on fifth line, you're just killing yourself. You're just killing yourself.
The past 4 years have been pretty good run for us. And the one thing that we always tell these guys is, you're starting a new book this season, and page one's tomorrow. You get to write your own story, and it's going to take all the guys like it does every year. So let's just start tomorrow and go from there.
And I think you nailed it. You nailed it there as far as this group on paper is hands down our best team we've had in 5 years. Hands down.
It's a lot of pressure.
No, it is a lot of pressure. And it's good pressure. Now it's up to us, right, to bring it all together and make it work, right? Way more talented than last year's team, I think. Okay? And last year's team was good, but they all figured it out, So it's a process, you guys, and it's so much fun. so much fun. And I hope we're back here in March with the trophy, you know, with that, because I mean that is our goal. I'm sorry, it's a lot of pressure, but I told Bruce, how long until we win a national championship? I said it better be within 5 years. Well, we've been there twice.
Knocking on the door.
So now, here it is, all right? And in it to win it is kind of our motto. I mean, that's it. I mean, in it to win it. If you don't want to be here to win it, let us know, and we'll move on. But I think we got the right core group of guys with the right mindset, and work begins tomorrow.
Everything's been good. At the beginning of the season, it was like a honeymoon kind of thing. We're all excited to be here, happy to be here, and having fun. And beginning of the season party was cool. Didn't really know very many guys, but you kind of started to learn the guys and learn their names at least, and get to know each other and have fun.
Start of the season was pretty fun. I think it was good seeing all the returning guys come back. We definitely had more returners this year than we did last year, but I think we got a pretty good group of returning guys and a good group of rookies too.
White dad. White dad. No, there's
Just knowing the returners, I gave them all a call after I signed and made sure they had the expectations of we're gonna win this thing. And so it was fun, there's a lot of energy, and it's a good time.
they're bigger anyway, so you know what I mean? Double XL. Full jar, size 12 shoe, XL pants, medium helmet, 15 gloves. They're bigger. They're bigger. Yeah. Oh, it's too short. Oh, really?
She is?
Which one? The Bakey? Yeah. Stay over there.
It's kind of like a honeymoon. Everyone's excited, and they come in. They know about our boot camp that we do that first weekend, and some of the Ox Stampede, conditioning drills we do and stuff that first week. So, but the eagerness was there out of the chute. So the guys were fired up to get the season going and hit the ice.
It's really easy to stay competitive in the first few weeks of practice just because everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everybody's trying to figure out who's the best players on the team. It's the compete level's high at the start, and that's where we were at.
It was a lot faster than last year to start off the season. I remember getting back from New Jersey, New Hampshire, and I got on the ice, didn't notice any change of pace. It was really fast. It was good hockey.
Let's go.
All right, let's go, Montreal. Pucks in two corners. Oh, yeah.
D in that corner! D in that corner!
It's a lot of skating today. A lot of this shit's gonna get repetitive for you new guys. All right, a lot of you guys, you know these drills, and you know you're gonna get better if you work at them hard. All right, so treat every rep out here fucking like it's like your last. Like I said, it starts like Woodsy said last night. It's the first page, so it's what you guys make of it as a team, right? So I always say everyone gets a ring, right? One guy just doesn't get a ring. 3 guys just don't get a ring, right? We all get a ring, right? So we do it together. Bring it in. We always end it out with a breakdown. So. Good job, boys. Good job.
Boot camp this year was an experience.
It's fun, but it gets hard.
I think it was cool and fun, but it also sucked.
Yeah, all our vets were like, yeah, keep doing push-ups, there's stress in push-ups, and we get there and we have to run 8 miles. I'm like, I haven't ran a mile in 2 years.
But then I wore this for support.
All right, you guys like squats so much, right? Love it. Remember that song, Bring Sally Up?
Oh, bring Sally up.
So hey, listen up. Every time this chick on the song says Bring Sally Up, you can stand up. But every time she says Bring Sally Down, you do a squat, right? And if she says Bring Sally Down and she doesn't say anything else after that, like up, then you get to hold it throughout the whole song. I saw you.
Is this just one? Right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's just this one. It's just this one.
Hurry, go, let's go. You're good.
We got the other side going on it. Bellard wants to make it harder on himself.
Hey, how long are we thinking? Not going. Jump on it. No, we never seen that. Come on.
I think it gives them kind of that extra leg up right off the bat into the season, especially this group of guys. You know, you have your returners, but you also have the new group coming in, so there's always that meshing period, and this kind of gives them a little bit of a head start against some of the other teams, and builds that camaraderie, that communication and rapport, so when they go out on the ice, they know each other a little bit better, and it's easier to work with.
Hey, can we get 2 more
Everything
guys?
we do,
All time over there,
you know, we
so
have
I
tried
can
to
make a
have
little
gone through
adjustment.
ourselves in one way or another, whether it's doing the exact same thing or a type of it. And one of the hardest things is cramming so much stuff into such a short time, where when we're actually going through it, we're taking time, we're spaced out a little. So we have a lot more things happening in a shorter amount of time while we're doing the boot camp, but still trying to get all of the same function that we got through our military career.
Yeah. Water bottle. Sleeping bag. 25. Hey, just take care. 3. Fuck.
How we doing, boys?
Stop. Not a lot I can do since you're
well, you probably want to look at this too. Come here. These are your people. See a problem here?
Yeah, it's pretty crooked. 12. 13.
Go with any for that one stick that's just hanging on a bag.
3, 2, 1, down.
Like the.
We were like in a line, we just
Most of our workouts are geared and designed to not only push them mentally, but obviously physically. And we have this thing in the military where their goal is to break you down and then build you back up together as a whole unit. And that's kind of our approach as well. The whole idea of the workouts is to push them, see where their breaking point is and see how far past they can push past that. And at the same time communicate with everybody else like, hey, I'm at my limit, we need a break, let's communicate together and then hammer it out together so we can complete the task.
Let's go, Bell. You got it. You got it.
Yeah! So we're gonna do the Berkeley Marathon. Okay. So first platoon, page 51. Every book, page 51.
Page 51.
Okay. Second, hide the book. Do not change where it's at. When you get to the book, rip out your page, bring it back, then you go to another one. Okay? You cannot bring two at once. You cannot hoard them. You have to grab one, bring it back to me, go get the other one. So
while we were in the military, we were all broken down to that point where like you can't do another push-up, you can't do another sit-up, and it's really on you to look inside you and find that motivation to keep pushing to complete the mission.
Yeah, it's gonna get super hot.
It's gonna be leaning up.
And then we'll push them a little bit further with a couple other exercises, break for lunch, have them, you know, kind of bullshit around a little bit with each other and kind of relax a little bit, and then right back into it for the day.
Good job, boys.
Welcome back.
We played almost 3/4 of the game and scored 14 points.
Gosh, I think we had a lot of leadership in boot camp this year, and it was a little better than the year before. They still surprised us and threw us for a loop, waking us up at 3 a.m. middle of the night to go do some workouts and stuff. So, you know, it was a good time, and those guys kicked our butts again. But, you know, it's just a great team building experience, and just great to go through that together as a group.
I took away from it probably like knowing some of the guys more than I would have before. Like you kind of almost advance halfway through the season just in that 1.5 days. And learning to fight through adversity just as in myself really was a big key in that too.
We go through that, you know, the first week we start. So, and everyone knows it. Everyone who's coming here knows it, and they're excited about it. It's grueling. You know, Frankie and the boys and Gendro and those guys, they put them through the ringer for a day and a half and a sleepover, and it's a great way to start the year.
With the ox and that kumbaya fire time, getting to know each other a little bit better. They go home afterwards, and it, to us at least, that we see out on the ice and things like that, they have a lot better camaraderie together, a little bit more rapport with each other, get to know each other better, whereas, so they're not learning that necessarily out on the ice and taking that time away from being more proficient.
The cool thing about boot camp is it's the first week of the season. It's happening right away. You're getting guys from all over the country that have maybe skated together a couple times, and within 2 days, they're knowing each other better than teams that have been together for a month or two will ever know each other. You know, we're able to show Woodsy and Witta what these kids are made of, and we're pushing them. And Woodsy has told us in the past, last year, that he knew how far that team was going to go last year because of how hard we pushed them. And this year, we pushed this team harder at boot camp. And I have no doubt that they're going to keep going farther. And they've been an amazing team this year. They've been awesome to watch, and it's just awesome to see.
Outside. Outside. Got a lot of options coming up.
So from there, we jump into the season, and first game at Blaine against the Minnesota Moose, and it turns out that they had given away 1,500 or 2,000 free tickets, so it was a ruckus and wild crowd. Ultimately, we didn't end up winning that first one, and I think a lot of our guys learned, hey, it's not going to be as easy as it was last year heading to nationals. So we turned it around the next weekend. We head home, and we kind of get punched in the face on our home opener too.
Opening night was awesome. It was great atmosphere, great crowd, and we didn't have that last year. We're lucky to have that back this year, and we didn't win that game, but it definitely lit a fire under a lot of us to get going and start winning some games.
Guys right away were like, okay, well, this isn't going to be as easy as it was last year. Our whole deal of being in it to win it is, we got to start putting the pedal to the metal.
The first couple of games for Cello this year were pretty rough, but he bounced back earlier in the year. But in that second game, the first home opener, so I went in, I probably saw 3 or 4 shots. I'm walking in the locker room and Woods tells me that I'm going the next night. A month ago, I didn't even know if I was going to be playing up here, and then Woods telling me that I probably won't get any games, and then I'm getting thrown in the third game of the season.
Yeah. Cover, bro. Yep. Yeah. Oh. Deep. Yep. Yeah. Get in there. Let's do it quick, huh? We just keep going up here now, okay? All right? We battled through some shit and worked through it pretty good tonight, that's for sure. All right, so feel good about it. We got a lot of work to do next week. And I'm fucking excited for you guys because you needed that. All right, and you worked hard and you listened and you trusted us. And that's what I love, all right? Hey, how about a hand, huh? Come on. All right, I'm gonna give out the first one to a little guy that wasn't even supposed to be here. But you've been battling in practice. You're helping Marcelo get through some stuff. And when we get Joe back, I got news for you. We got 3 of the best goalies in the league. And you just proved it right there, buddy. All right? Speech.
I just want to say that this is just the start, boys. We got all season. We scored fucking 8 goals out there. Incredible, boys. Couldn't have done it.
Yeah. Hard hats, huh?
Steele County definitely came out hard in that third game, but I saved all but one off 50 shots. So, that really boosted my confidence knowing I could play at this level, and I think it really helped the boys with that first win. So, when opportunity comes, you just got to strike at it, and I feel like that's what I did.
Yeah, going into the start of the season, regular season that is, we had a better roster than last year's team. So expectations are high right off the bat, and when we're not performing right off the bat, 0-2, it does make everybody a little nervous, I think. But we were all confident that we'd find our stride and just find what works together and get some W's.